It's like every time I do this thing moves. Can I move it? Can I move it? Hello. Thank you for coming. What's up?
I have a question on the homework.
On the homework. All right.
Can you just pull it out when you think you have anything?
Which one did you?
I think it was question. I don't know. I can pull it up. But it's on the homework.
Actually, I already did the homework, but I need help on the last. But I didn't.
Oh yeah, the last one.
The last one.
Okay.
I guess we'll go over those. That's fine. Whatever you guys want. Cool. Do you have any questions about the lines? Do either of you have any questions about the lecture while we wait for WebAssign to start?
Could I work on the packet from today?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I do have a question.
Okay. Sure.
When I put it in the form, why is this? This is negative 4 because it's already like given. But why isn't this?
X minus H. No, it's still fatter. A times X minus H squared plus K. And you've got like X plus 3 squared minus 4. X plus 3 is the same as X minus negative 3. This is the form that you want. You want H to be negative, or you want it to be X minus H. So if you have X plus 3, you rewrite it with this. So you get H equals 2. Activity 5. You ready?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now. Sorry.
That's fine. I'm not in a rush. Vincent said that he would watch this online later. So if he watches this online, maybe he'll be annoyed that there's so much downtime. But I don't care. TD deal.
Mm-hmm. I heard some videos yesterday and I was like, I say a lot. I didn't like that.
Yeah, everything we're saying right now is being recorded. Say hello to Vincent and whoever else decides to watch it later.
Okay.
Hopefully. Hi, everyone. They can't see me. They can't see anything. They can just hear us. Did you also get the link I sent out yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. IoT Wi-Fi is the best, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's so good. It actually, it's unreliable, but it's fast as hell. It's actually really fast for Wi-Fi. For free Wi-Fi, free, we pay tuition for it, but for free-ish Wi-Fi, it's pretty fast. If you manage to actually plug in, my computer's plugged in at home. It's really I don't ever complain about high access Wi-Fi.
Here's a question.
Oh God. Oh no. I'm having flashbacks of you. Okay. Sure. Something about a cylinder. All right. I can draw a cylinder more or less. The volume of the cylinder is pi r squared times height. Is that what we're calling it? H pi r squared. And then the other thing is the surface area, I guess.
Yes, surface area.
Surface area S is.
It says here, 2 pi r squared.
Good. Okay.
Plus 2 pi r h.
And that, do you know why that's true?
Isn't it the surface area of circle plane and then plus surface area of, I don't know what I'm saying anyway. Is that it?
I think I know what you're trying to say. It's a circle, it's like this circle, I guess, times height, which gives you this. But then you have to add the top and bottom. So you get 2 times pi r squared, which is the area of the top and bottom. And then you have the circumference of the circle, which is 2 pi r, times the height of the cylinder.
Something like that.
Yeah. Not actually important, but the actual question is, assume the volume is a number. Ha, not that number. 2,600. Is that gonna make things bad? Because it's big?
No, I mean, it's okay.
Assume that the volume is something. Express area as a function of radius. Okay. Sure. That's fine. So you just have no idea where to start? Is that what's going on?
No. Okay.
Okay. What's V?
V is volume.
Okay. What is it?
Oh, length times width times. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait. Height r squared.
Aha! Look. Volume is height times pi r squared. So now we know 2,600
is equal to.
Now what should we do?
Should we isolate R? I don't know.
Sure. Good.
Because it
I
says
believe.
here, it says
Find surface area as a function of the radius. Oh yeah! Wow, they totally give it away. Yeah, isolate R.
So, 2,600 divided by h pi is equal to r squared.
Sure.
And then square root both. Would that be right?
Okay.
Oh.
I love this thing. It's so good. But no, this is black again. Too big.
It's still thick, isn't it?
the answer. We're not done yet. But is that r?
Plus or minus.
Yeah, we can do plus or minus.
Yes. But does it really make sense to say that the radius is negative? I don't know if that actually makes a difference. Let's stick with this for now, because we should get used to writing plus or minus square root. So now now we have r. So we solve for r, and we want s as a function of r. So what did we do wrong by solving for r? We solved for r, so now we have that 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h is 2 pi 2600 h pi plus 2 pi square root of 2600 over h times h. That doesn't look right. What do we do wrong? By solving for r here, we made r go away here. So what do we want to solve for instead? Instead of r, we should solve for something else.
H.
H. Let's try that. So we know 2600 equals pi r squared h. So what's h?
Um, 2600 over pi r squared.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Now we go back to S, which is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. So now we can replace this with this. Replace h with 600 pi r squared, and what do we get? Scribbling furiously. Just realized that maybe something was trying to get it. Okay. Ideas. Just trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
WebAssign should actually accept that answer.
Although it's not simplified. How much is it?
Oh, nope, nothing. I didn't know.
What do you mean nothing? That's also correct. That's the same thing she's got.
Okay.
Yeah. You really
Is that
just replace h with 27. So you 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r 600 over pi r squared. And that should be WebAssign acceptable. Maybe they'll want you to cancel. I don't care. At this point, you should be able to cancel those things if you need to. But I don't think you should have to. Does that make sense, or did it just like pop out of nowhere?
That makes sense. But the practice problem usually like something they rate it differently.
Do they?
Yeah, I'm about to check that right now.
Because I wrote down like the practice problem answer because that's what my answer should like pretty much, and they have 2 pi r cubed plus, and then whatever number
Here we
get
go.
over r.
So I just typed in anything, and
Yeah.
this is that.
Oh yeah, I know how. Okay, so I guess I could show you how they got that. This is the same as 2 pi r squared plus, I guess I will cancel. Pi cancels with pi, r cancels with one of the two r's. 2 times 2600 is, let's just say, 2600. I don't feel like it. Over r. How can we combine this fraction? Whenever you want to combine fractions, what do? You don't want to go right now. I'm just simplifying because I didn't like the way it looked.
So you would give them the same denominator.
You give them the same denominator.
Okay, so in this case, 2 pi r squared times, no.
No.
Do you multiply it with
Oh, okay.
r over
2 pi
Close.
r squared
You can't multiply by r over 1 because
plus
then you're changing things. You can multiply by 1. R over r, which is 1. So if you multiply this one by 1, r over r. Then you get 2 pi r cubed plus 200 over r. And then their answer was just r cubed, right?
oh, sorry.
Oh no. Ah, perfect. Yeah. Ta-da! Now this is the form that they claim that they want. I'll bet you that this would work. WebAssign's not very smart.
There's also a second part to the question.
Okay.
So here you go.
Oh god. Okay. It does say using the graphing utility. So maybe they literally just want you to put. Okay, well, we can narrow it down. Right? So let's assume now that r is positive. Because negative radius doesn't really make sense, right? So if r is positive, I guess, let's look at this one. If r is positive, got it. Okay, so the question says using a graphing utility. So it sounds like they just want you to plug it into Wolfram Alpha and see what pops out. Here's how I would narrow it down. Two of those options are obviously wrong. I would rewrite it the way I had it before. So 2 pi r squared plus 5200 over r. You know what this looks like, right? What does that look like? Just like ignoring this, just this part.
Looks like yeah, quadratic or parabola.
Parabola, that's the word. It looks like a parabola. What direction does it face?
Up.
Up. It looks like this. So you can immediately rule out any of the answers that look like this.
Okay.
Because this is also always positive. So it's going to be this, and I guess I'll cheat a little bit, and I know that 1 over r looks like, wow, the sideways graph looks like this. 5200 over r looks similar.
I can't tell which loop that looks like.
Wow, this graph is 1 over r, basically, just probably.
Okay. This one? I can check it right.
Probably, yeah.
And that is the right one.
But it says use a graphing utility, so you can just use Wolfram Alpha. Whenever it
Okay.
says those words, it means cheat. Because half the people cheat when they do WebAssign anyway, and now they're actually giving you permission. Don't actually cheat on WebAssign, please. Please don't cheat on WebAssign.
And then there's the last portion, C.
Another one.
Yeah. One.
Estimate radius that minimizes the surface area.
Oh. Estimate. So. This is always positive, right? This thing? This is always positive. So if we can estimate where this is the smallest, this will also be probably the smallest. Probably. That's the only way I can do it. So where would this be the smallest? Where would 2 pi r squared be minimized? And now we get to activity 5, sort of, where you complete the square and figure out what's going on
What's that?
with this. But no, I lied. No, we can't do it.
When
Do
you
they have?
Practice on problems.
Yeah, I can.
If we're using a graphene utility, wouldn't we be able to get the vertex from? I mean, they're already letting us use.
There you go.
Round your S. Yeah, sounds like it. Good point. It says round to 2 decimal places, so they probably just want you to look at whatever it looks like. This or something? I don't know. They want you to look at the function and just. They wanted you to graph it in the last one, and now they want you to graph it and also figure out what this is.
So you could just put this in Wolfram Alpha, you said?
Yep. Wolfram Alpha's smart, so it will spit out what it looks like, something like this, and then also the minimum and a whole bunch of good stuff you don't care about.
Okay.
But if you look, you'll find the minimum. All right. I don't understand why they ask you to do things that require, I guess.
This one, number 7.
Another one.
I mean, I got some of it right, but I can't figure out things.
Okay. Sure. Let me write down the equation. Y equals -4 x plus 1 squared plus 8.
Okay.
Okay. So, find y-intercept, x-intercept, vertical asymptotes, horizontal asymptotes, Anything else? What else do we need?
For the x-intercept, it says small value and a large value. So I guess it's square root of some sort.
Perhaps. Vertex, axis of symmetry, maximum and minimum. That's dumb.
Okay. Vertex. Axis of symmetry. Min. Max. Is that it? Is that all the things we want?
Yeah.
Did you have trouble with this one?
I think I got one part of that one wrong, but that's because I ran out of tries when I figured out how to do it.
Yeah, I'm down to like, what is it? No,
Well, let's walk through the whole thing.
down to like 3 tries.
So what order they want in? They want vertex first, then they want axis of symmetry,
Then
Then
minimum,
min
maximum,
max,
and then x-intercepts,
then x-intercepts,
and y-intercepts.
y-intercepts.
And they didn't specifically mention horizontal.
Oh, they didn't ask about asymptote? Oh, it's a parabola. It doesn't have asymptotes. I'm dumb. Parabolas don't have asymptotes. That's important. Okay. How? What's the vertex?
-1, 8.
One was my Sure. Let's see, axis of symmetry. Mayra.
-1. No?
Tell me properly.
Uh,
Give me the correct number.
x is equal to -1.
X equals -1. A lot of people are having trouble with that. I guess maybe you two aren't, but a lot of people are having trouble with you watching on the computer. A lot of people struggle with axis of symmetry being x equals -1. Because this is,
X equals 8.
it's almost a function. It's a vertical line, and it confuses some people. I'm glad you both understand. Okay? We got this one, we got this one. Minimum, maximum.
Minimum is what's it? PNE. So
Yeah.
it does not exist.
Right. Minimum doesn't exist because
It's face down.
it's face down. So
And
we
then
just keep going forever.
max is 8.
Yep. Because this is the vertex. So obviously this is the highest point. And we found that 8 equals 8 there. Max of y equals 8. They don't ask you to find the x value for the max? Because you just copy this as well. It's fine. Done there. That was easy. X-intercepts. How do you find the x-intercept?
You set.
What is the x-intercept?
It's where the line crosses the x-axis.
So these are your x-intercepts.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you find it?
When you set 1 equals 0.
Y equals 0.
So there.
Okay. Mayra, do you know how to solve this? Because you're the one who did completing the square on activity 2 or whatever when it wasn't necessary. So you have lots of practice with this. Do you know how to solve?
I think I expanded x plus 1 squared first.
I was hoping you wouldn't say that. That's what everybody's been doing. The whole point of completing the square is that you don't have to do that. You don't have to FOIL anything out. Because this is what gives us trouble. But as long as there's no x, as long as we only have something, some x thing squared, we're good. So we can just subtract 8 from both sides. Divide by -4. Take the square root, which is tricky, of course, but it's tricky, but what's the square root of 2?
Square root of 2.
If I take the square root of both sides over here, what do I have to do?
Taking both sides.
Maybe the answer is too obvious, and that's why you
Plus or minus
plus or minus
square root of 2.
square root of that. Because 2 is not a perfect square. Did you have any idea what I was asking for?
Yes, I just lack of sleep.
Okay. That's the beauty of completing the square. You can just take a square root, and you get this number, but that's fine. This is why we complete the square, apart from the fact that it gives us h and k for the vertex.
So expanding
Expanding it makes it more difficult. Yes.
Because then at the end you would have to like, I think for my answer I had to divide by something. Like, well, it would be like -1 plus or minus square root of. There would be like a number before the square root and then I have to divide by the same number. So it's just like more work, right?
Yes, it's more work. It should give you the same answer,
Yeah.
but it's definitely more work to expand and then do other things or whatever. So they ask for the bigger one and the smaller one. Which one is bigger?
-1 plus square root 2.
The one where you add is typically bigger. I can't think of a time when it's not.
That's it. I don't have any more questions besides that one.
Other questions on this?
No, cause the same questions or what was it?
That's what I thought. You may work on this if you'd like.
Oh, I can't. I have to go to.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Sure, that's fine. Mayra, you finished activity 4, right?
Oh, I think
You didn't?
I think so.
You did. You think so? Here, let me check. Those are the ones that
There was one where we weren't supposed to do the last page.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
When are you passing those back out?
Friday.
Okay.
The previous rule was pass them out when everybody's done, and that ended up being not an intelligent way to do things. So, yeah. Now it's pass them out every Friday. So nobody has any more questions?
and this.
Ah.
So for this, I wouldn't need to expand it at all.
Right. You don't need to, and you shouldn't.
And go back there. Fix it or?
No, don't fix it. Just you've got 2 more. Oh, okay. So the giveaway should be that problems 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, and 6 ask you to complete the square. So what everybody was doing was they had a complete square and then they uncompleted and they multiplied everything out. So they were doing everything backwards from what they were going to do in 4, 5, and 6, but they didn't know that. So they didn't do that. Don't do them again, but in 4, 5, and 6, you'll have to complete the square yourself and then do the same stuff again. So in the next section, just leave it in the complete square form. Try to do it like this. This is easier, but it's, I guess, not what you're used to.
In a coaching session.
Coaching for
Academic probation.
I assumed it was a sport.
Hmm?
I assumed it was a sport. Sorry. You do know that if you finish that today, you're going to be really bored in class on Friday.
Such a
It's fine if you
Bit early.
Yeah, you get to leave early.
Oh yeah, I'm pitching. Alright, so then why would I do it this way if it only makes it? I did do this.
write plus or minus square root of 1. It's plus or minus square root.
So when I'm just given this, I should just take the.
Whenever you're given this, leave it. Don't do all of this. I hope everybody watching on YouTube knows what I'm talking about. Do not take -4 x plus 1. -4. Do not expand like this. This makes everything more difficult and more work. No, stop. No, stop. No. I ruined everything. Don't do this.
Why is it 5 working? Good. For number 4, they're only asking for this, right? The vertex and
Then graph the function.
for the numbers.
You have to draw a parabola. If you don't draw a parabola, you're not done.
Do number 5.
Factor out the negative sign. And let me
me know if that helps. Number 5, for everyone online. Number 5 on activity 5 is similar to this. Change the numbers because I don't want to give answers. The negative is tricky. Factor it out first.
So now we have -1 divided the term by 2 on the square.
Say that again?
The middle term would be -1. So I would divide it by. So I have to find something that multiply is equal to 1 and then add it.
No. You shouldn't have to do that. So, when you complete the square, you take the coefficient of the middle term and you divide it by 2. And then you say x plus that number squared. That, take the coefficient of the middle term, divide by 2, square it, add it, subtract it, whatever. Do all that stuff to make sure things stay equal. But when you go from here, okay, so in my case, the coefficient of the middle term is -2. -2 over 2 is -1. So when I finish completing the square, follow all the proper instructions to complete the square. When I'm done, I get x minus 1 squared. You will always get x plus this number when you complete the square. So what you have the coefficient of your middle term, you told me. So it's x minus this one, or plus that.
X plus 1/4 squared.
X, that's minus 7. X plus this number, but this number's negative. The number, okay, so let's say that the coefficient of your middle term is b, just like in the quadratic formula. We'll call it b. b over 2 squared gives you your last term, which I guess you can call c or whatever. Then when you complete the square, you'll have x plus b over 2. Squared. That will always be true, not 6. I'm going to cut the meeting. Goodbye, everyone.